Guys, welcome back to our channel. Today in this video, we are going to see important JavaScript interview questions. So let's start with our first question. What is event loop in JavaScript? So this is one of the very important questions, so you can expect in any interviews. So what is this event loop? Event loop is a mechanism which is used to handle the asynchronous operations in our JavaScript. So we all know that JavaScript is a single threaded language. That means it will execute one piece of code at a time. So it handles all the synchronous operations line by line. So what if any asynchronous operations like set timeout or set interval or promises came into picture? So at that time, this event loop will came into the picture. So if you see here, all the operations in our JavaScript will be executed by using this call stack. So this call stack will keeps the track of execution of the functions. So what will happen is like while execution, so if any asynchronous operation came into picture, this will be moved into either micro task queue or macro task queue. So micro task queues are like very important tasks and macro task queue are like less important than micro task queue. So what will happen is like this event loop will see if the call stack is empty, then it will check for micro task queue. And if there is anything in the micro task queue, then it will move to the call stack and it will get executed. Again, if the call stack is empty, then it will check for macro task queue. And then it will move to the call stack and then it will get executed. So micro task queues are like promises, and in macro task queue, we can expect set interval or set timeout, all these things. For example, this is the call stack. For example, we are calling one function, that function will be executed, and if any asynchronous operation comes, it will come into the queue. And then event loop will check for the call stack. If it is empty, then it will move the queue item into the call stack and then it will get executed. So this is the overall process of the event loop. Let's move on to the next question. What is currying? So currying is a functional programming technique where functions takes multiple arguments and it is transformed to sequence of functions, each taking a single argument, and finally it will return a single argument. For example, if we are invoking a function like this, then we should get a single output. Then we use this currying concept. Function will have sequence of functions and that will return a single value. If you see here, we have three functions. So inside the return of first function, we have second function. So inside the return of the second function, we have the third function. And finally, we are returning the whole output. So we are adding all the parameters and then we'll get a single output. This is for the normal function. If it is an array function, we can write like this. So this is the syntax. So this is the main definition of the currying function. Another important question, every interviewer will ask you to flatten the array without using JavaScript inbuilt functions. We have flat inbuilt method in JavaScript, so we can easily flatten the nested array. So it's simple like array dot flat of infinite. Infinite means how many nested arrays you have. It can be like flattened by using this. But they will ask without using that method, you have to write the program. So then what you have to do is like, so this is the code. For example, I have taken a variable b equals to empty array. Then what I did is like, so I have taken a method called flatten array, and inside that I have taken a loop. So I am checking each and every element of the array which is passing into the this function. So if you see here, this is the array that I am passing. So let's check if the array dot is array of a of I. So if the first element is array, then again we are using this recursive function and calling this function again. Or else I am pushing this element into one empty array. So next element 2 comma 3 comma 4. Again it will be go to the flatten array because this is an array. Again it will check 2. Yes, it is not an array, so it is B. It will be pushed into B. Again, this 3 comma 4 will be checked. So this 3 comma 4 is again an array. So again it will be moved into the again this function, recursive function. So similarly, we will get the output like this. So you can flatten an array like this. and some interviewers may ask you to flatten an object also, so be prepared. So this is all about our today's video. Hope you like this video. So this video is having only 3 questions, so in my next videos I will try to upload more questions. So keep supporting. Thank you.